Good afternoon. My name is Marcus Harrison, and thank you again for everybody for being out here today. I have lived in, well, actually I can't say I lived in Pinellas County for over 40 years, but I grew up in this area because I left after high school and was in the Navy for 22 years. I served in submarine service, operated and supervised the operation, maintenance, and repair of nuclear reactors and the propulsion plant. So I have a lot of technical experience, but one of the things that I want to out of that is being as a nuke, as we call ourselves, is we self-regulated ourselves. We constantly reviewed our processes, we've constantly reviewed our budgets, we've constantly reviewed how we did business. Then we had outside auditors, and it was a subjective review, but they always looked at it, so we were always striving to improve ourselves. One of the things I think that a lot of cities and the county itself and government is what I was trying to say, government does is we have the mentality that, all right, we have a certain budget, well, we have to ask for the same thing at least or more, because otherwise if we ask for something less, next year I can't get it if I need it. And that's a bad mentality to have. You know, so I believe in fiscal responsibility, but the biggest thing that I want to make sure is that as the citizens pay for our services, that we get what we pay for. I'm a power quality consultant, which what that means is I'm a consultant that goes in and looks at a lot of electrical systems, system installations, and I try to verify that the equipment is being installed the way it was designed to be. We do testing to make sure it meets the specifications. When you have something like that, what I find out is through my job is that a lot of these businesses, once it's done, they don't care if it meets the specs or not. You know, so a lot of money is being spent, and we may not be getting what you paid for. So that's one of the things that I want to make sure that happens. Again, I've been married for 37 years. I have no debt. Okay, I believe in very fiscal responsibility, and I want to make sure that I can do that for the county commissioner. Again, my name is Marcus Harrison, running as an independent. Thank you very much.
What role, if any, should the federal government play in funding or supporting county level projects?
Actually, I have a different opinion on that. I think that the federal government shouldn't be, well, the way it has been in the current process is the federal government, obviously, as Mr. Honaker indicated, that we get grant money back. We're pretty much a donor state, but then we get grant money back, but it's usually towards specific projects. I don't believe in that process the way it works. I think that money should come back as grant money, or however you want to define it, back to the county and let the county decide how that money is to be used, not to have pet projects that legislators can tout that they promoted. All right, the county knows better. Local government, I believe in local government, I believe in local control, and let the citizens decide how that money should be spent. If there's money going to be sent back to the states, to the local legislators, or to the districts and stuff, it should be coming back to them to decide how it's spent.
Thank you. Next is, how will you promote active involvement and or education of the issues that are brought before the commission to the Pinellas County voters?
And that's a good one, because that's one of the platforms that I want to stand on. I don't think we do a very good job of that as the county commissioners in general, that getting the information out. Obviously Greenlight Pinellas is a perfect example of that, is that I don't know how many people in North Pinellas heard about Greenlight until after it's on the ballot, and still a lot of them don't know what that is. So we have a very poor process. I know we put some of the stuff out in the newspapers, they have a great website, but our lives are so busy that we don't know how, you know, where are you going to go? We can't spend all day on social media, on the website, you know, doing involvement with the activities, you know, libraries. I sit on our library boards. And one of the biggest things that we find is we have a lot of programs, we have a lot of stuff going on, but the community doesn't know about it. I thought the local patch program, the newspaper, was providing that kind of service. You had local reporters doing that, and there's a way of doing that. I would love to see the county try to develop something like that, or some kind of media that, you know, we get everybody to sign up, and so if they want to be involved and know what's going on, they can do that. But also, I think we need to have local representation in that, whether we have more community or committees, that when we have issues, let the volunteers, let the people in the community, hey, we're selecting people to be involved, sort of like the peer process right now. So any major issues that we have on, I think we should be doing that as the very first step instead of hiring a consultant. Let's get some ideas first, find out what the community and what we think needs to be done, and then we can move forward with that. Thank you. Thank you very much again. My name is Marcus Harrison. I'm running as the independent, no party affiliate candidate this year in November. I have always been registered as an independent, so I don't believe in party politics. I'm not a politician, and this is my first foray into politics. All right, but what I do bring is a fresh perspective. I'm a critical thinker. I look at new ideas. I try to find other alternatives to what we have and the options that we have. So if you want somebody that's going to be able to provide other options that's not vested in one way or the other, then you need to look at me for in November. One of the things that I meant to mention with one of the previous questions, I'll just mention it real quick, is that about how we can engage citizens and stuff. I think that the County Commission, or one of the areas that we have not done, and we have a great opportunity, is utilizing our chambers of commerce. When we have issues, they can reach out to a lot of other people. The same way with the libraries. We have a lot of advisory boards within the community that we can reach out to those, put out those issues, and ask them to provide input. So, you know, social media is great, but we have a lot of volunteers in the community that are already serving in a lot of different areas, and we can do that. I'm a very fiscally responsible individual, and I want to make sure that our money is spent wisely. So I want to thank you for this opportunity. Again, my name is Marcus Harrison, and I'm running as an independent, and I've always been an independent since I've been registered to vote. I don't believe in party politics. Thank you, and have a great day.